Oh, hello. I'm here, and I have something cool to show you. So I've been listening to a lot of songs lately, and honestly, call and response has been lacking. We need more fills, fire fills to be exact. And we need to make sure that we place them strategically and make sure that they flow well with the track. This will help add a lot of energy to your drop. It'll add intensity, and it's definitely what we want for dance music. You don't want to just be throwing that bass in willy-nilly. So we're going to check it out. Let's listen to what we got here. This is my new song called Unchained with Extronics, out now on Spotify and also on SoundCloud. Let's get it.
She won't know first how to breathe.
And second drop. Woo! And you're going to have to listen to the rest on the SoundClouds and on the Apple Musics today. But we're going to show you how to make these fills. I just want to give you a quick little breakdown and show you how I did my fills here. Really important. If you just let's say the drop started and the basses just start playing, it won't sound as good. If you see here, I actually have all of the sound routed to some master buses. Within the master bus, we have this group that controls the lows, mids, highs. It does not control the Vox samples up here though. So when I mute all the lows, mids, and highs right here, I can go ahead and fill in a cool sample in the Vox and samples group. So that's basically what we're doing here as soon as the drop starts. Now I want you to listen to it with it off.
She won't know first how to breathe.
Now we add this mute to basically add dynamics. We're using call and response, making a quick fill at the beginning. And we're filling up that space with the scream. And as you see here, the snare hits as soon as the mute ends. And I do that a lot. Now these ones, they mute right before the next kick happens. And we're putting in little glitches. So with this, I added 2 little glitches mixed with an almond break. So almond break sounds like this. Glitch. On these glitches, I just easy post-processing, add a quick drum bus, drip TT, company OTT, and a JST clip just to clip everything at 0. Make it loud and fat. And you have easy glitches. These really aren't in key, but I do pitch them down to whatever I think sounds cool. But they're not tuned perfectly. That's all good. This bass, though, is tuned. This was in E originally. I tuned it to D, and then went ahead and made it loud. Actually, no, we just added a reverb and automated the reverb to add a cool throw that then cuts off as soon as the next phrase starts. This is one of the main fills right here. The main fills are always going to be before the next main phrase. So this is like the next phrase. And then right before that, we have this bass with this tom fill. Now with these tom fills, I add drum buses to make them loud, but I also like to get them a pitch down, -12, put them in texture. I start messing with the warps to get a new sound, usually a low, deep tone that will go cool and transition to the next phrase really easily. And of course, these fills always go right before the phrase, and then usually there's a sound like at the half bar. So, okay, this is the full bar. So this quarter bar is filled, and then we split that in half for this fill. You can, of course, make this longer if you're able to. You can add neuro basses and add a lot of movement to add cool dynamics and work with call and response here. Next phrase starts, and then we have basically do the same thing. So at the end, we take out everything. As you see here, we're using mutes to do this. And then now we're adding a vocal fill. This vocal fill has an amp on it to make it loud and fat and wide as well with the dual. Drip TT makes it loud. And if we go in here, you'll see we pitch it down to make it just sound, you know, darker compared to this. And we add some formants. This adds some high frequencies in Complex Pro. Bring the formants up a little. And you'll see here, as soon as the next phrase starts, we do the same thing. We mute a section. So this time we're doing a mute, hit, mute again. Doing it pretty fast. And then in this section, we're adding like some percussion. So I just find like a snare. And we do the same thing with the tom. I like that tom. Drum bus as usual. So I'm just taking out these little sections. Then I'll chop up, previous. We'll chop it up, same vocal, but then we'll add the snare. We'll just kind of make subtle changes in these fills so that it progresses the song. It doesn't have to be like a whole different bass sound or anything. You could do subtle things. You can also make basses that are tuned as well, or basses that are out of tune. Same technique there, just cool little effects. Hybrid reverb, put an amp on it. Doing this makes a big change, as you see here. Really cool. Same scream. We're doing a middle build now. Instead of dropping it, we're just take out all the drums, start building it up. If you see here, we'll take out these and add like a nice little bass sound. So I'll do that a lot too. I'll just, silence the guns, bring in a new bass right before the next part. Now I add some laughs. We're basically doing the same pattern here as you see. The mutes are doing the same thing. This is the same thing as over here. These mutes are always before the next phrase or the next part. So that's a really easy way to get your drops sounding higher energy, to get them blowing better. Call and response is important. Make sure that your basses are moving and talking to each other. It will make your track sound professional. If you like this, like and subscribe. There's so many racks and projects and everything in my Patreon, so get those too. And the Discord is poppin', so make some friends in there. Otherwise, have a good day. Peace out. Stay fresh.
Spinning that he wants to strike with the gang of dealer. Not dripping,